This week from the State Hornet, Sac State Computer Science Associate Professor Wei Chang was escorted out by university administrators, still leaving the question as to why he was forcibly removed from campus.
As of Wednesday, March 11th, Sac State President Robert Nelson informed students that campus will remain open despite coronavirus cases in Sacramento County, though study abroad programs to South Korea have been suspended. Some professors have started moving their classes online amid concerns of the virus.
An arrest was made last week after a male was seen masturbating in the university library. The student was booked into the Sacramento County main jail.
To follow along with these stories and more, you can check out statehornet.com for updates. State Hornet News starts now.
Hello everyone and welcome to State Hornet News. I'm Allison Mayhew.
And I'm Mac Irvin III. This week, Kelly Kiernan and Rahul Lal asked students when they last washed their hands and about their thoughts on campus not closing due to the coronavirus.
I washed them about 30 minutes ago.
When I went to the restroom?
Just a second ago.
Oh damn, I don't remember. It was today though, it was today.
Just a minute ago when I went to the bathroom.
If I was more worried about it, I'd probably wash my hands a little bit more.
In light of the coronavirus, the State Hornet asked students when's the last time they washed their hands and about their thoughts on the virus.
Now I'm definitely thinking about it more because I feel like I'm becoming a little bit more of a germaphobe kind of, you know? I'm like, oh goodness, okay, I need to wash my hands. I need to use hand sanitizer.
So we were just talking about it. While I'm still concerned about the virus, I don't want to lose my money for not going to class. If anything, maybe just switches to online classes until spring break.
Well, I don't think it should be shut down because I feel like it would put us back a lot, and then because we're gonna have to start from where we left off, and I feel like it would just cram everything.
In November, school was canceled for 2 weeks, and it really screwed a lot of professors up.
I think it should, especially since there are cases in Sacramento and someone died from it in Roseville, I believe. So it's kind of concerning.
Maybe it should because just because they haven't found a case of somebody having it, there still might be somebody because they can't account for all students. But I don't think that the coronavirus is as deadly as people are making it seem. It's in essence just like the flu.
I mean, I should be worried about it, but the thing is that sometimes things happen and it just blows over and it never reaches you. When was the last time you heard about Ebola?
I just feel like the social media base is making a bigger deal than it should be.
If there were several confirmed cases of students on campus having it, I'd agree with shutting it down.
Again, coronavirus isn't something that really it's not going to kill you unless you have really serious health issues. And if you do have serious health issues, I don't think you would be going to school anyways in the first place.
Considering I'm in decent cardiovascular health, I'm not too worried of having the coronavirus absolutely, destroy me for the most part.
Last week, the primaries were held in California and several other states. Mercy Sosa talked to students about Super Tuesday on campus.
So I decided to come and vote since it's closer to campus and it's more convenient for me to come out to this location.
Truthfully, for it not being so close, I probably wouldn't have come. Just an obligation to vote.
I feel like every vote counts, so I think that everybody that has the ability to vote should vote, because there's many people that don't have, the choice to vote. My mom was undocumented, but she recently became a resident, so I just felt like I voted for her and all of the people that aren't able to vote. So I just wanted my voice to count, and now that I have the age to vote and the ability to, so I just took advantage of all of that.
I just dropped off my ballot and, picked up I voted center, and that's it. Most of the work I did beforehand, talked with my mom. We went over the different candidates for the different down ballot stuff, and I did some research, filled it out, and just dropped it off. It was really easy.
At first I wasn't sure how the process worked, but it was really easy, and it's just, you just get in line and just get to it.
Students voiced their political opinions on the final day of the 2020 primary election.
I'm planning to vote for Bernie Sanders.
So I voted for Bernie because I think capitalism as a system incentivizes, by its nature, greed.
I voted for Congresswoman Tulsi Gabbard. Right now, she's the only candidate running in the presidential elections who understands the difficulty, what it's like to be in the military and what do families go through?
I haven't decided who I'm voting for yet, so it's going to be a little bit of a process.
I think it could be a sensitive topic if you share who you're voting for. But for the most part, I think it's been welcoming, especially in this building. The lines are a little long, so it could get annoying for people, but for the most part, I think it's a safe environment and encouraging.
This has been Mercy G. Sosa, Ashton Byers, Eric L. Salgado, and Kendra Rivera Molina reporting for the State Hornet.
The regular season for both basketball teams came to a close this weekend. The baseball, softball, and tennis teams were also in action. Here's Sean Holko with your State Hornet Sports Weekend Recap.
As the spring season quickly approaches, winter sports teams are officially coming to an end as both basketball teams played their final regular season game over the weekend. Softball, baseball, and both tennis teams were also in action. I'm Sean Holko, and here's your State Hornet Sports Weekend Recap. Both basketball teams played Portland State this weekend. The women celebrated senior night at the Nest on Friday night and were outscored 55-26 in the second and fourth quarters combined, leading to a 91-68 loss. The women finished the season 8-21 overall and 6-14 in Big Sky play, earning the 9th seed. The men lost a close one at Portland State on Saturday night, 76-72. The men finished the regular season 15-14 overall and 8-12 in conference play, also earning the 9th seed in the upcoming Big Sky tournament in Boise, Idaho, beginning Monday. The men will play Weber State Wednesday, and the women played Northern Colorado Monday. The men's tennis team played 2 matches this weekend and lost both. In the Golden State Invitational hosted at Sac State on Friday, the Hornets lost to Hawaii 4-0 and New Mexico 4-2. The women's tennis team was on the road for 2 matches this weekend. The Hornets lost at Air Force on Friday 4-0. However, Sac State opened Big Sky play Saturday with a 5-2 win at Northern Colorado. The men are now 1-11 on the season and the women are 2-9. The softball team played in the Wolfpack Classic in Reno, Nevada and played 4 games. On Friday, the Hornets were decimated 9-0 by Nevada in 5 innings. Pacific took down Sac State 3-0 on Saturday, but the Hornets bounced back with a 3-2 win against Pacific on Sunday before falling to Nevada 6-2. Sac State is currently 14-11 overall. Finally, the baseball team kicked off an 11-game road trip with a 3-game set at UC Irvine. The Hornets lost to the Anteaters Friday 2-0 and Saturday 3-2. However, Sac State won 8-0 on Sunday afternoon. The Hornets are now 9-6 overall and play at San Francisco on Tuesday before beginning a 3-game series at Nevada this upcoming weekend. To check out more State Hornet sports content, go to statehornet.com/sports. I'm Sean Holko, and this has been your State Hornet Sports Weekend Recap. Allie, back to you.
Thanks for that update, Sean. Brooke Eulenhop and Luis Platero spoke to students about their thoughts on the next Bachelorette being from Sacramento. Students said they are excited to see how she will represent their city.
I'm super excited for this season just because when I found out she was going to be from Sacramento, I was like, that's really awesome because I've lived here for 4 years.
I don't watch The Bachelorette at all. So now that you mentioned that, I'll probably be like, okay, I'm going to watch it now just to see, who is this repping my city.
And it gives a lot of people that already watch the show an opportunity to get familiar with Sacramento, and I guess that's a cool opportunity because Sacramento is a nice place to be.
I think it's pretty great. I feel like the city is kind of overlooked, and there's a lot of beautiful areas that can be shown. I think it'll actually add more tourists to come over here. And it is the capital.
I feel like they should do old Sac for sure. Maybe even check out Doco. That would be a cool place to hang out for a date or something.
I think that Sacramento deserves to be on the world stage, especially now with so much development going on, that, it's kind of, even walking through downtown and whatnot, it's whoa, it's starting to expand more and more. It reminds me of LA, even the Doco area.
And I also think it kind of makes the show seem realer because it's closer to home. You have somebody who's actually from an area that you are. It doesn't make it seem so staged, which I know the show can be. I know when I watch it sometimes I'm there's no way this is real. So I think having someone from an area that we come from, helps make it more real, I guess.
A lot of people, college girls, they're always oh, I'm going to be on The Bachelorette one day. So, I don't know, I think it's kind of cool to know that, even if you're just from Sacramento, you can still go on that show and live out your dream.
Hypnotist Tom DeLuca was set to perform on March 12th, but the performance has been canceled among other on-campus events due to safety amid coronavirus cases. Well, that does it for our 3rd edition of State Hornet News. I'm Allie. Remember, you can catch us online at statehornet.com.
And I'm Mac. You can also send us news tips and story ideas to our Twitter handle @the State Hornet and follow us on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. Have a great week, everybody.